Look what we got here today, boys. Damn. We are back here to you guys with another vlog style review in between the 22 BRZ and WRX. And today we have Sean. What's up, dude? I saw this car at Cars and Coffee.
Yeah, man.
And I've seen maybe 3 others, right, in Jack's?
Yeah.
Dude, I actually really like this car because this is one of those cars that like a lot of people hated when it first came out.
100%.
And I really see it growing on people. Sean here, he came from a V8 chassis WRX and a V8 chassis STI, and now he's got the VB chassis WRX. Yeah. And you also have a S14. Do you still have that?
Yes, still have it in the garage. Just the garage queen now.
You have a sweet spot for coupes, you know? That's something I was worried about today's video. I was like, I don't know if Sean's gonna like the BRZ because it's so small compared to such a spacious car. But then I remember you do live that life as well.
Absolutely.
A lot of people that are modding these things and making people like them, you know, paint the cladding.
Yeah, and, and that's the thing is that like I feel like that's everyone's first like modification. It's like just paint match it and everything like that. But at the end of the day, I think once people actually start driving it and drive it for what it really is, like people are like, okay, wait, I can have fun with like coilovers, wheels, whatever. But as it stands still, I mean, it's probably one of the best handling WRXs, most responsive WRXs I've ever had.
Which trim is this?
So this is the limited.
Oh, so okay, I had a limited as well. So you got the sunroof.
Got the sunroof.
Wow. So my BRZ is a base model.
I feel like there wasn't that much of like a difference though, was there? With
no.
The base model and like the limited.
The limited has a Alcantara interior.
That's what it was.
Yeah. So this one has a cloth interior.
I love these.
Yeah.
These are great. So it was really a toss-up between the BRZ and the WRX.
Yep.
I needed the space, so that's why I went with the WRX.
You already have an S14. Did you consider trading the S14? And
I'm probably always going to keep that forever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I had a 2013 FRS before.
Really? Oh, so you've come from this chassis.
I came from this chassis before.
Wow.
So being in it again, I was like, man, this is like a complete like sports coupe. You know what I mean? Like even though it's not.
Wow, so
you know, like the fastest thing in the world, but they were never designed to be that, you know? So
that's awesome, man. I'm glad we're both getting a taste of the newer gen of the car because we both have had the previous ones.
These are fantastic.
The Cadillac.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I love these cars, dude. Like they're so aesthetically, like this was definitely more loved when it first dropped.
Yeah.
By the community.
100% versus that thing.
Yeah, but I definitely think people are growing to love these two, and they're kind of forced to because the STI is out of the question.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no hope for that.
These are the only 2 like sports car Subarus left in the lineup. So I think it's really cool what Subaru did between the 2. Like the BRZ looks really good. The WRX looks really good. Like you said, everyone's gonna want to paint the cladding.
Yeah.
But I feel like that cladding really gives the idea of a WRX. Like it's, you know, they say it's like supposed to be like a rally
inspired
car.
Yeah.
I really like the cladding. I mean, a lot of people are gonna shit on me for that. Trust me, I know.
To each his own, right?
I like it because it has these like functional vents. Yep, something not even my temp gen Type R could do. And then these fog lights are super nice. And whoa, so the headlight says Subaru in it.
These LED headlights are phenomenal. I think that's one thing that Subaru did well was like, okay, so instead of, you know, with the base model, limited, and the premium models, you know, they had the different headlights.
I hated that.
These have LED headlights, I think, I'm pretty sure, across the board.
What?
I think the only difference is some didn't come with the LED fog lights, but
I think I've seen that, yeah.
Other than that, like a lot of people are just mad at the fact that they made it look, you know, they're like, oh, it's ugly or whatever. But I think what people aren't realizing is just how much effort Subaru put into all the other things to make it that rally-inspired WRX. You know,
it's literally a newer chassis of the WRX, and you can feel that, you know.
100%.
And the color you chose is amazing. I love the World Rally Blue.
The blue just stuck out because I also think the cladding best clashes with the blue. Like 100%.
Agreed. I've like tried my best to not look at the back of this car yet in person. A lot of people hate it.
Yes.
Oh, Okay. Oh. You know what? I actually don't hate that in person at all. The taillight I feel like is a little flat.
Yeah.
I think that would be my only thing.
Yeah.
But this whole diffuser setup is really aggressive. I really like that actually.
It's so funny how many people at first was just like, man, that whole rear bumper is just ugly. And I get like everyone paint matches this and
nah, you don't need to. I like the way this is.
You know, everyone hates it when you say it grows on you. You know what I mean? Like this grew on me, and I feel like you can say that about this car because with the V8 chassis, everyone hated it.
Dude, that car was butt ugly from factory.
Everyone hated it. They're like, that's the ugly WRX. They're like, it's not, you know, sticking to its true roots and everything.
That's what I'm saying about every new car that people are hitting on, like the new 10th gen type or 11th gen type R. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I'm like, just wait. You guys don't even know like when the 10th gen dropped, everyone was like, what the fuck is that? And now everyone's like, the 10th gen is better. Even the BRZ, I remember when it first dropped, some people were mad. Right now the Integra people, they hate the new Integra. I think it'll grow. The WRX, you're right, a lot of people are hating on it, but it's gonna grow. I do like the sharpness of the taillight. Like it does give, I like the shape more than the V8 chassis.
It also has like almost like a shattered glass like perception to it in those, and the fact that Subaru has like the little etched in Subaru, just the little things.
Oh shoot, I didn't even see that.
All the little things that
that's
you look at this car and you're like, man, Subaru put a little bit of extra effort into it.
Oh, for sure.
And it's not for everyone. And then I'm guaranteeing now, maybe in a year, once aftermarket starts opening up for this, you're gonna see so many of these.
I know you're gonna make it look nice because you always make your builds look nice.
I never try to cut it short. I always try to go all in.
Sean is known for having the cleanest shit.
Yes,
that rim design for factory is actually really nice.
It's not bad. I surprisingly like it.
The V8 chassis OEM rims that they came with were garbage. Like they looked like they were like 15s or I think they were 16, 17, but let me look at this interior really quick. Even the door handles, you see reminiscence from the V8 chassis for sure. And just the door alone, you can feel the shape is like a V8 chassis. I really like to see the heritage between the older ones and the newer ones. Wow, you can even feel it on the door card. I love the way this shaped out. It's a lot more mature. Whoa, so you have the Alcantara seats here.
Yeah, so got these, because this was the difference between going with the Limit or with the World Rally Blue versus I was looking at the Sapphire Blue. It was the seats. I wanted those seats with the WRX on it.
I really feel like the materials have come a very far. Damn, that head unit.
Oh, you see the size of that thing?
Oh, that made my jaw just drop. I've seen pictures of it, but not in person. That's fucking huge. Does it function as a tab? Like, is it big enough?
It's huge.
Or does it have a cutoff? Like,
in reverse, it has a cutoff because the bottom of it, you do have the controls for the climate controls and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's fully functional. I do like how they integrated that, but at the same time, it has its flaws. You know, so.
I definitely like the sizing. Subaru definitely is taking that leap forward. That's a big leap for
modern.
No, for modern. For the things they had, like Apple CarPlay came in what, 2018? Like it took forever.
Yeah, it took forever for Subaru to finally like grab on, because there was companies that was doing it back in 2016.
Because they kept fighting for their Starlink thing.
Yeah,
and
I know.
It wasn't it. Oh, Alcantara in the rear?
Even in the rear.
Dude, even my Type R couldn't do this. So what is like pricing on these things? I'm not too sure.
So these do start, the Limited I believe starts at 38. The GT, of course, with the CVT transmission or SPT transmissions, those start at 44, I think.
Wow.
Some dealerships. Then you have the Premium. That's a few $1,000s less. So I think Premium is about 33, 34,000.
So you can get a WRX around the same price as a BRZ, just a couple thousand more?
Just a couple thousand more,
Oh, you're gonna make me cry. I paid, well, luckily for me, I got mine 29 out the door.
That's a hell of a deal.
I had to drive all the way to Maryland to get it. It's unheard of.
Because remember we were talking about it.
Yep, it's unheard of, but I did it. Fucking got it.
To have it.
Yeah, and Jack's for sure.
Absolutely.
That's crazy because the markup on those cars, even these, wait, is there a bad markup on these cars right now?
Right now, there isn't a whole lot of markup on them.
Okay.
Only because now they're finally like starting to make them. But when the BRZ, when these first came out and the BRZs, I can't say there was slight markup on them.
No, the BRZ's markup is so bad right now. Yeah. They're selling them 5, 10K more.
They actually, I think, halted production on BRZs right now. So from what I heard from Subaru's factories and stuff, that they're halting production on them.
That
so
hurts, dude.
that is like one of the hardest things to get right now is the BRZ.
Yeah, I know. So with the markup of that car, you could pretty much get this one if you guys aren't able to get one for MSRP. Let's let you look at the inside of my car.
Yeah, I've briefly looked at customers' cars, and then of course.
You're a big guy. I don't know how you could fit in a BRZ.
Everyone says I look like a donkey, like Donkey Kong inside of a little Mario Kart, you know?
And how about in your 240?
Oh, it's even worse.
Yeah, it's a little messy in here. You can adjust the seat, do whatever you want.
Biggest takeaway from this chassis, this generation versus the first one, was like how updated everything looked versus the previous model.
Yeah.
And I felt like that was one thing that they missed on, was having updated, you know, infotainment and all this, the switches and everything like that. This feels good.
Yeah?
This feels good.
I definitely like it. You want to go for a drive in this one first?
Let's take a spin.
Let's do it. Okay. Yep, we got keyless entry, all that new shit. I think I saw you write this comment on Facebook, but the AC in these newer Subarus
100%
it's perfect. Like they're actually ice cold.
It's amazing how
okay, let's air you up first.
Yeah, it's amazing how good they got the HVAC systems in Subarus, because before, I don't know if you remember with yours,
it was terrible.
It took forever to cool down.
Yeah,
like, bro.
Mine was bad.
Yeah.
You ever drive a car with air?
No, actually, first time. First of all, this feels good as far as with the suspension. Even the shifts, you know.
Does it feel any similar to a WRX? Like obviously this is like the little brother.
So yeah, so it's like the little brother, but the one takeaway also from this is this transmission totally feels different than the one that's on the WRX.
Really?
I think they are definitely two different transmissions.
I'm excited.
This one definitely has the shorter shifts.
Really?
You feel more attached to it. The WRX one, if you don't have the STI short shift in it, it's sloppy. Yeah, it's right.
It has so they have an optional STI short shift.
They do. Yeah, optional. But this, like, immediately you can tell this car is designed to be a driver's car. Like, you know what I mean?
I know, yeah. And I almost got like go-kart vibes from this car when I first drove it.
Yeah.
Because coming from a 10 Gen Type R, which was a hatchback,
right,
to this little thing, you're so like connected to the ground, the chassis, the wheel. It's really intense.
You absolutely feel the road on this car. Like, you feel a lot more attached to it versus, you know, the WRX. Now, the WRX does sit obviously higher, but even you can fix that with coilovers or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But with this, you just feel more attached to your environment around you. Hopefully, El Popo is so the one thing that I definitely noticed with this 2.4, this one, you could just feel like the immediate difference in torque.
The torque
and power.
It's huge.
Versus the the FA20.
Yeah.
And I've seen where guys have, like, you know, lined up WRXs and BRZs and they've come close.
Yeah.
You know, like, I've seen BRZs beat WRXs. So.
Really? We're gonna see that. We're gonna see what happens today. But I did see Cameron Hill raced his 22 BRZ against a STI.
Yeah. And
it didn't win, but that torque held it in for a minute because you got the turbo, you gotta catch up. It's still 2.0 liter on the STI, but the BRZ 2.4 liter, it's just torque. Second gear is the strongest gear in this car.
Second gear, you definitely feel the torque there.
It's instant.
Oh yeah. The power is like there.
It's crazy.
You know, in the past, everyone's always complained about, oh, there's not enough power in the BRZ or the FRS, and when they made these cars, they weren't designed to be the fastest things on the road.
It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely still a slow car, but the thing is like around this, or like just driving, or like on a track, like you can really enjoy it. Like you can enjoy all of it.
Yeah, the car is like designed for the power that it has. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's like even just hitting this corner just now, like, man, this feels great. Even with the airlift in it.
Yeah.
Man, just the shifts are great.
They're crisp.
So crispy, seamless too. You know, it's so instant. You know.
Yeah.
You'll get it when you drive it. You'll be like, okay.
I'm excited. I hate wearing this thing. I look like I got a tree on top. What is this? Wow.
You have the power.
We have the same key actually, which is really cool. All right, I'm gonna pass this to Sean so you can see my stupid face.
Actually, I haven't been in this.
In the
passenger side, yeah.
Did you let anybody drive your car?
No, you're the first one. Wait, hold on. So you will be
Really?
honorable first.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, you can't do that to me,
Yeah,
man. Why?
You've earned it.
So this little joystick help you adjust it.
So that's how that works.
Wow, startup is nice. Ooh, gauge cluster actually looks, you can see the reminiscence to the previous gens.
HVAC controls, all touch screen.
This is crazy. It literally has your AC down here.
Yeah.
Because I have dials. I like that they still have volume knobs and stuff.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep it wow, these AC vents are premium. Dude, you're gonna make me cry because knowing that I could have bought this one instead. Oh yeah, so the shifter does feel like, so I've driven V8 chassis WRXs. It does feel like almost the same. I would say it's a little more stiff.
Yeah.
Clutch feels pretty similar to the, I'd even say the BRZ. You got your boost gauge right here, which is really nice. They don't have, not trying to shove it up there.
Yep.
E-brake feels good. Steering wheel looks really good. Shape is a little.
That's a new D shape that they put in there.
D?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see how it's kind of flat here. And then the WRX just comes with it.
Yeah.
Because I remember everybody had to buy a little insert sticker to put on that blank plate
they had
there.
to change it, right?
Yeah, so these people listen. You mind if I move the seat 3 clicks forward?
No, adjust it however. It's all controlled.
You're lying.
It's like,
What in the world?
nah, dude, get comfortable, man. Set that thing up the way you want to drive it. Sunroof.
So much space. Oh, you're gonna make me want one. Yo, okay, so shifter feels great.
So you see how the reverse is on the far right versus,
Yeah, shift knob looks the same as the BRZ one, which is cool. Let's go. I really like the gauge clusters. They kept the same color theme as the previous gen. You know, you're in your 2019 STI had like the same red and white, you know, look. So biting point feels good. Okay, shifter is feeling a little bit loose, you're right. The short throw definitely would be a nice one, but I can definitely see the aftermarket scene really upping this like a lot.
100%, yeah.
This is gonna be crispy.
I think Billet Works already makes a short shifter.
Yeah, I know Billet Works works fast. This is smooth.
Right.
Wow. And it's actually quiet when you're just cruising. I haven't heard it obviously on it yet, but oh my god. I really like the way this feels because, you know, in the BRZ you're small, you're compact, you're on the floor.
Yeah.
This one you feel pretty good. So there's a downshift. Downshifts really nicely. Oh, you have the touch blinker too.
Yeah, that was the new thing that they incorporated into this gen, and then of course the BRZ is the tap blinker.
That thing is funny. It was bothering me, and whenever I let someone drive my car, they're like, "What's going on? Why is it not turning off?" Oh my god, dude, it feels. Dude, I love this because when the turbo, you can actually feel. You know, I haven't had boost in a while.
Yeah.
But you can feel it, and you got your boost gauge telling you. This is unreal, and I like that they're showing you your gears here. Previous gens did that too, right?
Yeah, they like scroll through it, but the torque on here, the power, like the boost kicks in fairly early. I think like 2,500 RPMs.
Wow, dude, it's real smooth. How's your third gear? So you got torque in all the gears because you have a turbo. See, I only play with second.
Right.
That's pretty much when we do our little rolls later. It's gonna have to be second. Oh my gosh. Do you know if second gear is good on this car?
Second gear, I would say second and third gear is really where it's at. Obviously, like most cars.
No, but I'm really enjoying this. Like, wow. Okay, that's all I needed to know. So like, you kind of feel that like booming effect. You can even hear it kind of in the rear. Yeah. As you get to that 5,000, 6,000 RPM, the car picks up, and that all-wheel drive. You know, I can't imagine a launch with this car. That's wild. The aftermarket seems gonna be crazy because 2.4 liter, you have a lot of more potential, and that's what I try to tell people with the BRZ. A lot more leader,
tons of potential in that.
Oh man, it corners nicely. Yeah, steering wheel feels just as stiff as it needs to be. Nothing too much, you know, not too much more. It's got the turbo there when you need it. Oh, dude, I have the slow car, bro. Like, this would be so satisfying. I will say, I feel like this would be a great car. It's a great, you know, daily. It has great power. It'd be a great track car. But like for the weaving in and out of traffic,
yeah,
I think my BRZ, I feel more comfortable. But then again, I drive the car every day, so obviously I'm more comfortable.
Right.
But because of how like planted it is and go-karty, that's the car I would weave through traffic, which I'm not saying is a good thing to do. Don't do that. But you know, but for this car, I feel like this definitely has much more to it than a BRZ. You know, the BRZ can only do so much.
Right. Definitely BRZ is the car that you want to take to the track, you know, and then just have fun with the corners and stuff like that.
Dude, it's a corner car, yeah. And this car is the best like performance, you know, all around car for Subaru, for sure.
I think like the fact that this is like probably the most complete out of the box WRX that
for sure, yeah.
I've driven, that I've been in, and I've had both, you know, platforms, WRX STI.
Yeah.
And
it's not missing anything. I mean, people hate on the styling, but the way it drives, it looks perfect. The interior is freaking incredible for a WRX. And I remember before the V8 chassis, I forgot what that one is, the code is, but the 2014s and below,
GDs, I thought, or one of them.
Their chassis were so hated because of their interior. Like the exterior, everyone glorified, but that interior was terrible. So WRX, like, really, I feel like Subaru really outdid themselves with this interior. You know what though? I do think the STI will end up being on this chassis still. Yeah. It's gonna be in a couple years once electric comes in, but I do think this is gonna be the chassis, because this is gonna be around what, another 5 years? I think they run
every 5 years.
Every 5 years. Yeah. So this chassis is like perfect. That's one way to put a one up on me. I got a stick. I have to. So the WRX.
Got an intercooler.
Yeah.
Oh, the hood struts.
No, the hood struts are huge, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you got a top mount right over this 2.4 liter. It looks pretty similar. Ignore all the turbo fancy shit. It looks pretty similar to my block, because they're both FA24s, right? Yeah. So so this is essentially the dumbed down lame version compared to what's in this beast.
At the end of the day, it's how you want to use your car, you know, what you're going to use your car for. Right. If you want something that's like daily driven but still have a little fun with it, I think that would be the way to go. Where if you wanted something to be a little bit more weekend, track driven, and you want to just have that that driver's feel, this would be the car to go with. Because either way you go with, you can't lose. You can't lose either way. No,
agreed, because like Subaru, I get it, they cut the STI, but they really fit their sport lineup pretty well this year, like this gen. I'm glad that they did it, you know, like a lot of people are saying now. We're coming to the end of the gas, you know, sports vehicle era. Yeah, so I'm really happy that they made at least a WRX. They cut the STI, I get it, but come on, at least they made a WRX, you know, with a 2.4 liter fucking turbo, you know, it's freaking, and it drives really nice, and it has that instant torque. I really like that. I miss boost.
Subaru could have simply said nah to a WRX as well.
They could have.
So at least we have what we have, and we have this as an alternative.
For sure.
You know, everyone can hate on this chassis now, but I'm telling you now, until they drive it, until they get a feel for it, until they see it in person.
No, dude,
it's gonna
literally
be the same thing with a BRZ. Like, a lot of people look at it and they're like, you know, I don't know. It's such a different car than first gen, 100%.
And they're so revised. Like, you could feel the core is still there. It's just the car looks significantly better from the box. You know, everyone's like, I like V8 chassis WRXs more. After how much money? Correct. After how many mods, right?
That's the thing,
I'm curious to see what this one's gonna look like with the aftermarket scene, and people are already jumping on it. AFD WRX. Anybody he sold his painted flares to, even DRP did it.
DRP's WRX looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks really good. So I'm really happy that, you know, people are giving this car a chance, and I think it's definitely more than worth it. That's for sure. Trey, do you see this thing?
Yeah, man.
Trey's here to film again.
Hey guys.
Beautiful B-roll. His video was amazing. Nice haircut.
Thanks so much.
Nice haircut.
Wow. Dude. How's it going, man?
Sean.
Nice to meet you, brother.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow is right. Trey here is gonna take care of us for our B-roll, and we're gonna go get at least one pull in and get that clip on the exterior, get some rollers. So that should be a lot of fun. So.
All right, both of y'all set up.
Yeah, we're ready. Ready. Oh shit! I stalled.
He stalled, man.
Hey, yo, I gotta put that in the video. Hey, you didn't see that. Hey, that's too nerve-wracking. I need a launch. All right, do it again. There you go. Cutting it right there. BRZ definitely took more torque. I think the turbo had to build up over time on the way out. The WRX is a lot heavier, so that was somewhat expected. And we do know the BRZ does have like a fuck ton of torque and no turbo to worry about spooling up and all that. So yeah, so 40 roll. We'll do a honk. Do you want a honk or?
Hey, do a 20 roll. You don't really have that much room.
He said do a 20 roll. All right. He said he's the finish line where he's standing. That's good right there. All right, 20 roll and I'll honk. Are you ready, Trey?
Yep, go ahead.
You sure?
Yep, go.
All right, let's 20. Let's do it. Wow. Wow. Can't believe the BRZ actually pulled that off. All right, tell Trey to get in the car. Let's go do rollers.
Let's go.
I know. That was.
You won!
Yeah, that was.
You won!
Yeah. That was fun. Not smart.
Done did it, subscribers. For those folks at home, that was for y'all.
The BRZ winning. The WRX is heavier. You guys gotta remember the WRX would most likely win in the in the longer strip.
No, I watched it so bad.
Oh, you were shifting bad?
So we took off and then I shifted like mad early.
You were in the low rev range. Yeah, I think
But hands down,
it's got torque.
your car, the BRZ, is hands down a lot quicker.
Yeah.
It is very quick.
I think if that strip was like 2 or 3 times longer,
I think if we actually had the space to do pulls, like it would be.
yeah, you would see it. You could see the turbo kick in. I mean, you gotta remember it's the same thing. It's just yours has a turbo.
Also, the big takeaway is you weigh a lot
Less.
lighter.
Yeah.
This thing,
I bet this was tuned to have like, you know, more torque,
so, yeah.
but
No, this generation BRZ.
it's quick. Yeah, that was impressive.
The first pull.
Yeah,
When you launch,
it's closer. You see the,
that thing, you were gone.
yeah. I know that was good. It gives you a good idea, I guess. You know, like if the strip was definitely longer, I think the WRX would catch up.
Yeah.
It's got the higher end,
It's got the high end.
but for torque and like playing, I think the BRZ did pretty good.
BRZ does very well.
I'm proud of it, but
A lot of people don't.
they're pretty good. They're way more.
Brandon's got that driver mod.
Hey,
They're way more competitors than they were in the previous gen. Like,
BRZ, hands down.
because I remember the V8 like whooped
It walked.
all the BRZs, yeah. But
Yeah.
this car's holding it.
This car holds out.
But another thing people need to remember is the fact that your turbocharge, full bolt-ons on that and full bolt-ons on this, you have a way bigger jump.
I will still say, like, I'm still impressed with that.
No, that was good. That did blow my mind. That was nice. We know the BRZ can win on the street. Now, how will it do on the highway? This is where the BRZ is going to get murdered. There you go. I knew it. There you go. Yep. WRX takes it. There you go. Yeah, on the highway, no chance. With no turbo, there's nothing the BRZ can do. But on the street, it definitely has that torque there. But there you go. You guys can really get to see like the two benefits of the car's horsepowers. Like they tuned the BRZ to be fun in shorter ranges, like on the street or at the track, and they tuned the WRX to be that warrior that's like on the highway, carry a whole family, all, you know, all-wheel drive monster, turbo, probably even more fuel efficient because of the turbo. So I am happy with that car and how it came out. I'm gonna try third this time. Go ahead, you. Oh, it's a close one. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh, he's gotta cut it. Wow, that putting is much better, much better. Yeah. Oh, I hope the audio wasn't that bad. Much, much better. I feel like he's gonna want to do another one now. You again. Oh. I don't know if you guys heard that. He had a little crackle there. That's awesome. There was a little crackle there at the end when he shifted. I'm really glad we were able to show you guys the difference between street and highway of these two cars, because it's a whole different game. So and I better not see any driver mod comments in the comment section. I think I did pretty well, so that was awesome. Good amount of pulls. That's all I have for you guys today. I genuinely like these cars because these things literally, like Sean said, really fit the lineup. Like, what they do for Subaru is not something that Subaru really needed. And the fact that that's only a couple thousand more than a BRZ, and if you're only seeing markups on BRZs, but you're seeing that WRX, go test drive that WRX, see if you like it. I definitely love the interior a lot more than a BRZ. As the time of posting this video, next Saturday is our first Risen meet. If you guys want to see my car and you're in that area, then be sure to come out and say hi. We are going to be recruiting some new members there, so hopefully that goes well. I'm a little scared because I've never really thrown a Risen meet yet. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to
never stop dreaming.